It starts with a whisper, a seed in the mind, a doubt that grows louder, stealing your time. You're not enough, it says you'll never succeed, but I've learned how to silence that voice with my creed. I've fallen in prison, I've lost and I've gained. Every bruise on my soul is the proof that I've trained. This is me versus me, no one else in the ring, and I'm ready to fight till I hear the bell ding. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfectly flawed. Every step that I've taken was worth every scar. I'm done with the fear, the lies in my ear, the shadows that kept me bound year after year. Now I see the light breaking through the rain, turning every doubt into strength, breaking chains. Breaking chains, I'm rising up strong, turning all my doubts into fuel for this song. They can't hold me back, I've claimed my name. The voice in my head will never be the same. Breaking chains, I'm free to believe in the power within, in what I can achieve. This is my fight, my story, my reign. I'm breaking chains, I'm breaking chains. You've gotta lose to learn, stumble to climb. A doubt that grows louder, stealing your time. You're not enough, it says you'll never succeed, but I've learned how to silence that voice with my creed. I've fallen in prison, I've lost and I've gained. Every bruise on my soul is the proof that I've trained. This is me versus me, no one else in the ring, and I'm ready to fight till I hear the bell ding. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfectly flawed. Every step that I've taken was worth every scar. I'm done with the fear, the lies in my ear, the shadows that kept me bound year after year. Now I see the light breaking through the rain, turning every doubt into strength, breaking chains. I gotta lose to learn, stumble to climb, face the darkest moments to find the shine. I've doubted myself, let the fear dictate, but now I see doubt, it's just love and debate. The voice isn't my enemy, it's my chance to prove I can grow, to rise and advance. I've seen the bottom, now I'm reaching the top, and the climb doesn't end till my heartbeat stops. So bring the doubts, bring the storms and the pain, I'll turn it all into strength unchained. Breaking chains, I'm rising up strong, turning all my doubts into fuel for this song. They can't hold me back, I've claimed my name. The voice in my head will never be the same. Breaking chains, I'm free to believe in the power within, in what I can achieve. This is my fight, my story, my reign. I'm breaking chains, I'm breaking chains. You've gotta lose to learn, starts within.
Together we face this incessant fight, challenging a past we can't erase, replacing it with hope for a better place. Another day, another dawn, another damn thing to get done. Far from home, we still toil away, looking back somewhere we cannot stay, breaking the chains we cannot see. We'll either be dead We'll face this world, but not alone. This new family is now my home. The day is done, so I lay down my head. Who can say what's up ahead? It doesn't matter, nothing's set in stone. And whatever may come, I'm not alone. Another day, another dawn, another damn thing to get done. Far from home, we still toil away. Looking back somewhere we cannot stay. Breaking the chains we cannot see. We'll either be damned or we'll be free. Oh.
New year, new song. What'd you guys think?
So it was a new song.
Oh,
We were wondering.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it. Yeah.
I'll be able to put it into the music channel. You guys can download it. You can check it out. But thank you to our awesome panda for doing that for us.
we love you, Panda.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Panda.
That was
Panda,
that was
panda, panda.
oh my god, that was awesome. It's so much more epic. It's amazing. So tonight we will have the lizard with us, but she is sick, so she probably won't be talking very much. Yeah.
Like that.
Can somebody give her a call real quick?
I already put a brief mention out just before we went live. May is signing out for the night. So
Okay.
I will be piloting Liz briefly until I can give you guys a window to go about your shenanigans.
Yep, no,
for this.
that's absolutely fine. I'll take care of baby Liz.
They finally got to see a glimpse of Big Gus at 6.
Yeah. All right, Dungeon Daddy, take her away.
All right. Let me just double check. Yes, okay. This is the right one. It's been a day. Previously, the Broken Chains were continuing their trek northward through Torshavn to Desgra Or and its surrounding villages. After surviving the harrowing experience at the Hollow Grove, they continued onward a couple days, both suffering and enjoying the wide range of events that the swamp has to offer. One such curious event was our dear Janasi briefly fainting and experienced what felt like a very vivid dream before waking up surrounded by a slight bit of frost with only a couple seconds passing by. This event was keenly observed by our sharp-eyed Kenku. We now rejoin our heroes a couple days after Ruby's fainting, politely being pestered by Bird Buddy. As the sun approaches near noon, the sense of burning fires and distant sound of a bustling village can be heard further ahead, as they found themselves on the outskirts of a traveling tribe of about 100 people. Don't all rush the table at once.
Yeah, I'm taking care of ambiance, so bear with me.
Yeah.
Also, what do you think of my silent fugi? It is of Mr. False.
I like it.
And what time is it right now?
About noon.
All right.
So you guys, I'm not saying that. You guys will have noticed as the days progressed, kind of lingering in from the previous night. Liz is oddly less energetic lately, and as she's just kind of like propped up in the passenger seat of Bird Buddy's cart, there's a deep phlegmy inhale.
I'll sort of like pull Lady off to the side and slow down. And just come up to the side of the cart and lean over, pick up baby Liz, and just kind of cradle her in the saddle.
I feel icky.
Yeah, you look like shit. Come on, kid.
Liz will, with your help, climb up into the lady and get kind of like, because she's so small, she's actually kind of side saddle because she can't kind of fully get her legs around.
Yeah, I kind of figure that
lady's body.
with me holding the reins, like my arms are kind of like forming a bit of a cradle for.
Yeah, you would notice that she's immediately a little bit warmer than you're kind of used to of just close proximity of down in the caves or relaxing by the fire or just at the at a tavern. She is noticeably hotter and sweating profusely.
We'll cook you something nice tonight when we stop. No, you get some rest.
Okay. And she kind of rests her head against your stomach as you guys continue trotting trotting forward.
She unwell?
Yeah, she's got a bit of a fever, a bit stuffy. She'll be all right.
I wish I had the supplies to help her.
Well, I mean, I figured we can probably kill whatever's making her sick the same way my dad used to. Just cook something spicy as hell and burn it out.
Yeah, I mean, we could make a stew and maybe add, like, maybe a pinch of that raper dust.
Well, I mean, remember how well she took it. We're probably gonna need more than a pinch. We're gonna need to season her own
Fistful.
bowl.
Touch her. BB just
Fist.
holds up another pouch. It's
Yeah.
a very large pouch.
Yeah, you're probably gonna be the one in charge of making her bowl for her. You know this stuff better than I do.
Guess I got some of my work cut out for me today.
I'll help you.
We will probably also need, honestly, we'll probably need to go hunting, but I'm not doing that again.
Cheryl will kind of chime in as she's further up ahead on foot with Marquise kind of in the back of Bird Buddy's cart. They might be able to help. And as she... There's still a slight kind of limp from whatever injuries she sustained. And as you guys begin to crest over this little bit of a hill, you can see down into a bit of more of a marshier area. There's small little bits of lake, tiny little ponds, and dozens of different tents, and what looks to be a very kind of makeshift picket fence just off the road to the right.
Looks like nomads.
Mm-hmm. Hi, I'm eating.
Hey, Bird Buddy, do you know if the tribes are friendly here?
Some are.
Some are. Also, just as out of character, really quiet. Let me see if I can actually just raise your volume, Boo. Just stay with the mic you were using, because I have you at like 200%. Can we test that real fast?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not so bad. So, some of the tribes are...
You'll fit in.
That's a lot of people. What if they're not?
You prove worth my strength. You find.
worth my strength.
Okay.
I'm going to do so well in this village.
You pretty, you'll do fine.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you'll make someone a real nice wife.
Too bad I'm not interested in getting married just yet.
Provided you don't
Haven't
kill
talked
them in
my
their
way through
sleep.
Avalor. What makes you think I would do that?
I mean, I don't know. You tried to kill someone over lunch.
And I remember that same day you threw a Leonin off the roof.
He put me on the roof.
He was
No
asking
problem.
for it. I mean... Alright, suppose...
Giggling from the top of the cart.
I mean, we're going to be passing through either way. Might as well, you know, at least show some respect, right?
Yeah.
Respect goes a long way.
Alright.
So am I staying in the cart or out of the cart?
Depends on when we get there.
Right.
Alright, Bird Buddy. You're on the cart. We'll flank you.
BB's gonna wave Iris down to sit where Liz was.
Thank you. I was gonna ask if you needed a hand.
You want to learn how to speak?
Yes, please.
And that BB is like going to teach Iris in the best ways that they can how to properly greet other tribes in passing. Ask for like, I don't know what the word is, but like when you camp together and then leave on amicable terms.
Will is just listening in as well as listening to their surroundings.
Alright, first I will need a straight intelligence check, Iris, at advantage, because Bird Buddy's helping you. See if you retain it.
Yeah.
Bless.
What?
Bless.
I mean, also got a little bit of inspiration there. Because BB gives a little pat on the back.
Okay.
It's a D8, I think, but now.
Okay.
I had
so...
C4 for bless.
GC. Everybody's helping me.
You're adorable, that's why.
Yay. That would be a dirty 22 with everything.
Very nice. You will retain it and go ahead and mark another point towards learning Torshavn and becoming proficient.
Alright.
Now I will need a performance check from you. As all of you now almost right up to this gate. Due to the Bird Buddies being kind of leading the way in the greeting, Bird Buddy will not be able to help with advantage this time.
Are we all rolling, or just Iris?
That's Irish.
Oh, okay.
Alright, that would be... Wow. Thank goodness Charisma is a higher one for me, because that would be a dirty 21.
Dirty 21, okay. Let me see here. Pull up this guy's name, and if I pull up his name, fantasy generator, because I was so busy getting ready for Desgor, I forgot about this. As you all approach, you see a fairly large half-orc. He's fairly stocky, but still has a bit of a lean build. Stands about 6'2". Very shrewdly made leather armor, but you can see gauntlets and the tops of the shins of his boots seem to have a little bit of retrofitted metal that he might have earned through combat or pillaging. He's missing a portion of his left tusk. And this will be in Torshavn. To you, Birdbitty. Greetings. And the rest of you will watch as he uncurls his arms, and actually a bit relaxed. And Iris, you'll see him point to you briefly before he continues. She might want to lift her hand up a little further. Too low, and it will be not trustworthy enough. And that's in reference to the proximity of the hand to weapons that are holstered at the side or sheathed.
And that's in Torshavn, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's to me?
To you, yep.
Iris.
I'm gonna pass that along to... I'm gonna say out loud for everybody to hear. So they know to not look hasty, so to speak.
First it shows her hands, like... Okay.
I'll use one arm to sort of like cradle Liz and the other just to raise a hand and like show the front and the palm. I don't have a weapon.
Will made a gesture to like move his hands away from his blades.
Okay. For that 6, I will need a deception. Because you are also simultaneously showing your weapons.
Ruby pokes her head out of the side of the cart, and it's just her head and her hands going, ah!
Oh, I'm not really showing the weapons because it's like open hand. I don't use open hands.
Yeah, but these are well-traveled people. They may or may not have heard of monks and fisticuffs.
Well, even so, it's in a non-threatening display. Like, it's more just...
Alright, I'll give you persuasion then.
Okay. It's gonna suck because I can't use strength on this one. Okay, alright. The first fucking roll was an 18. Just a flat 18.
Fair enough. Okay. All of you will notice a little bit of a chuckle. And he actually switches to common. But it's a bit gruff. There's kind of animalistic growls and hisses kind of thrown in. Because I'm not going to imitate it, because that's just way too much. It looks to Bird Buddy and Iris after giving a nod to 6. You two have been out in the Outlands too long, haven't you? It's starting to rub off on you?
Was that to me, or who was that directed toward?
That was to Bird Buddy and Iris.
Gotcha.
Apologies, but this is my first time up here.
BB just kind of like makes a little, like the little gesture where you pinch your fingers and peeks through that little pinch with their eye, like just a little.
Well, if it's your first time here, consider yourselves lucky. We dealt with a smaller tribe not too long ago that weren't fond of our numbers. My name's Kylark, of the Grave Eye clan.
Is this still in common?
Yes, this is common now.
I'll kind of like lift the dozing Liz like off the saddle and dismount. We could actually use a little help. My kid is sick. Can we trade for some medicine, maybe? Something?
Well, certainly we have some healers inside. Although, you're gonna... Here, come with me. You'll have to meet with my father.
Sure, lead the way.
And as all of you are led in by this fairly socially adjusted half-orc, go ahead and give me perception checks, passives if you want to, whatever's higher. Bird buddy.
I mean, it's 30, or 30, 32, actually, I think.
Quiet chuckle.
Dirty 22.
Dirty 23.
Dirty 23.
Okay.
Straight dirty 20.
Okay. All of you will notice that for the most part, about 60 to 70% of the tribe doesn't seem to pay too much of attention to you guys. Anybody between 20 and 25, which I think is everybody except Bird Buddy, you would all feel eyes on you, to varying degrees of intensity, not necessarily threatening, but just kind of on guard. And Bird Buddy, you will notice with your passive that there's even a couple, one's kind of sitting by a nearby fire, and he seems to be sharpening his blade with a whetstone. He's already gripped the handle in a more aggressive manner and has set the whetstone aside and is just kind of eyeing all of you. But nothing seems to be too amiss. Six, it would actually be kind of familiar to you as you're wandering into a large group, kind of like the gangs within the kiln and the gen pop.
Yep.
It's just in a small cluster of their territory.
Yep, no, this is not like we will drive you out. This is just be on your guard. Don't fuck around or you're gonna find out.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, can BB wander over to where they're sharpening that whetstone, just plop down on the log in front of them?
Wait, where are you going? And the rest of you will see Bird Buddy's just blop, 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 over to a nearby fire about 30 feet from you all.
They'll be okay. They're just curious. They like to learn. That's all.
And mighty friendly.
For the most part, yeah.
Pringle.
And Kenkus tend to be fairly rare, even in these parts. Did they get separated from their flock?
To tell you the truth, we don't know. We sort of just wound up together, and I guess in a way we've become their flock.
Family you discover.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Sorry. Just
No,
to
you're fine.
clarify, Will is wearing his black cloak.
Yeah, I figured as much. At this point, you probably would have swapped it over and left past me enough.
We just got a freaking curtain rod in the cart with all of his cloaks lined up on hangers.
Cloaks everywhere.
It'll happen one day. I almost guarantee it, because all of you are chaos.
We need a pocket
now-
wardrobe.
Right now he just has his green cloak and his bag just stuffed in there.
We'll swap over to you real quick, Bird Buddy. What are you doing now that you've trotted up to this tribalistic man? Now that you're on the approach, you could tell he seems to be a kind of really rough and tumble wood elf. maybe even from the far west up in the mountains. His right ear is completely gone, and is scarred over probably a year or two ago. Ooh, excuse me.
Did a bullfrog enter chat?
Yes. He's considerably stocky, considering the more nimble-framed elves of the area. Hi. And this isn't Torshavn.
BB's gonna sit there using the voice that he just used to say hi. BB's gonna say hi back. And as they sit down, they're gonna be passively intimidating if they can by casting their mage armor and bringing the bones up from the ground to crawl over their skin, including another goal to go over their face. They're just waving.
I will, because this is a fairly considerably taller individual compared to you, I was going to give you disadvantage, but because you're adding your mage armor into this, it will go back to a straight intimidation roll.
Okay. Wait a second. There's my die. Well, intimidation is +6, so that's a natural 26.
Okay. Well, hold on. Let me pull up my dice roll. Okay. As the rest of you are kind of conversing with Kylark regarding Bird Buddy's flock and their potential origin, all of you just hear bloody Jermarin Waters, and just in common just leaps out off of the log, kind of brings his sword back mid-draw before realizing that he's on his feet, looking around. Most of the tribe has turned their attention to him now, and there's a heavy amount of chuckling that begins to echo from some of the other tents. It's just a bird. You killed one the other day. No, you don't under... Fuck.
Well, just
And
says
then
an
BB's
Elvis
just gonna
classic
hobble
bird
back
buddy.
over to the party.
You're just going to go back to the party after that? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Will looks to Iris and says an Elvish classic bird buddy.
At this point, you just kind of love it.
And he nods.
Kylark, who's noticeably chuckling and kind of like scratching the side of his head. I see why you keep them around.
Oh yeah. Bundles of fun.
And as Bird Buddy kind of steps back, still wearing the mage armor, he kind of takes like a little bit of a half step before, like just in a long look as he turns, like keeping his eyes on them. Yeah, my father's this way.
Alright, right
Apparently.
Interesting
Jeez.
sword.
Continuing on, you would all be led to the very back of this camp. That's on the eastern, in the eastern portion. You'll notice that the fence line kind of gives way to a fairly sturdy rock to almost act as a defense for the backside of this tent. Clearly, the chieftain's tent is a bit long, about 35-40 feet in length, in depth, about 10 feet high, and 20 feet at the base wide. Will, you would notice that some of the mixed amongst the furs and leathers that make up this tent, there looks to be fairly tattered old Teeming Legion cloth. So at some point, this group might have come across the Teeming Legion 30, 40 years ago, before the previous peace treaty and the less feral decorum of the tribes reigned in over the years.
Kayak,
Yeah.
before we enter, if I may, what's the customary greeting? I don't want to show any disrespect.
Oh, well,
Like, do you do
my
a
father
handshake here, or?
no, my father, he follows Orcish tradition. Drop to your right knee, right fist. Drop to your dominant leg, dominant fist into the earth.
Understood.
Oh, you got that?
Well, nods.
Okay.
On the knees, got it.
Jesus. And Kylark will. What do you want me to do with your animals, by the way? I can keep them back here away from the entrance. They'll be well secured. I could keep an eye on them if you don't want these two. And he kind of points to Shale and Marquise. If you don't want these two looking after them, what's your angle?
Alright, so the X-Peaks actually belong to our bird friend here. This is Prince, and the white one here is Lady. Lady is very much a princess type. She's very particular. So yeah, just the best kind of feeds and care that you could muster.
Well, we got some general feeds, but for this one, I think you could probably dip into some of the tribe vegetables. Get some carrots.
I'd absolutely would pay for that if it's necessary.
We don't partake in coin here.
All right. However, your guys' barter system works. We can discuss the particulars of repayment later. And this Axpeak is very protective. The other one here,
He's lovable.
Stupid.
keep him away from blunt surfaces or sharp objects.
Lottle's kind of leaning into this guy's head, like he's trying to sniff him. Got it. Yeah. And he'll point. He'll point a bit north past a few tents. There's a bit of a clearing where there looks to be a couple other animals penned off. I'll keep them over there, but I'll keep them separate from ours. And you can come collect them after.
Can do. Thank you for your help. We'll see you around the village. I'm sure we'll probably be here for maybe a day or two. Whatever the party else decides. I just need a breather from the road.
Understandable. Not to be a judge, because I know I've heard stories of my father's time serving alongside the June Guard, and from others, as tested as Outlanders can be, they tend to doubt the swamp's threats.
Oh, before we split off, so we have the customary greeting for the chief. What about for your average individual? What's a respectful greeting for just your everyday person here?
He'll point over to Iris. What she did, you don't even have to say words. Just what she did, but higher up on the chest with your arm. Dominant side.
I, as the player, did not catch what Ruby did.
What Iris did.
Iris did it.
When Phoebe was teaching Iris how to greet the other person, that same gesture, but a little higher.
Yeah. So in this gesture, it was dominant arm, chest underneath the breast, resting on the ribs, fist closed.
Got it. Okay.
Like, this will set and, put his left hand over his chest. Or
Performance
his
check
fist
at
to his chest.
Performance check at disadvantage because you weren't given the lesson.
It's a it's a warrior salute.
Mm-hmm.
If Will does not do it correctly, can BB just come up and immediately smack him like a give smack?
I don't think you're tall enough, so you'd have to make an athletics check to jump that high.
I'll pick her. I'll pick her buddy up.
Smack it is then.
Dirty
Sack
20.
up. Okay, no. Sadly, Bird Buddy, Will's sack goes unbruised.
You know what?
As
We'll just do
No,
a
please.
pat on the booty then, and then just good job.
Malediction.
Useful name.
Well, be careful with names around here.
Kylark is just kind of enjoying the oddities that is this group and the one, at least to him, normal individual that is Kenku. Oh, you guys are going to be entertaining tonight. If we'd actually traded in coin, we might have actually paid you to put on a performance. Come on in. And he lifts up the tent flap.
I'll kind of just hug the sleepy Liz to me and duck under. Once the party is able to get together, I'll drop to my right knee, right fist in the earth.
Okay.
Will drops on his left knee, left fist to the earth.
Everybody else is right-handed, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah.
Believe so.
BB is ambidextrous.
Okay, fair enough. And you would be, you would at least be aware of this custom.
So does BB just, with that being said, dominant and dominant, do they just go on all fours?
Uh, essentially, but kind of like back on the balls of your feet.
Okay.
So you're not like hunched over like a table or anything like that. Jesus fucking Christ! Why did I have to explain this thing?
College of Throwing It Back Bard.
Ruby does. You know, we did not decide what she's coordinated with. We'll just do right for now. Maybe might change. We'll don't know.
Fair enough.
It's a trickery thing.
Yeah. Secretly ambidextrous. Actually, klutzy.
Who?
As you all enter one by one, drop to right knee, left knee, both knees. The interior, you can gather now, Bird Buddy, that this group has probably set up camp maybe only a couple days after you had passed by the area, given to how much time was set up in setting up, spent in setting up the tent and the raw branch picket fence, as well as the decorations of the interior of this large chieftain tent. Sitting in the back, on a fairly large stump, is an orc that's probably closing in on 7 feet. He seems to have some kind of a half of an animal skull covering the left side of his face. He has bits of bone on his left shoulder that give way to bare arm. Fairly bare-chested, with the exception of a leather strap that goes from the shoulder down to the side to hold into the pauldron. Bit of a clunky, tied-off leather belt with what that looks like it was cinched in place by heating metal directly to it to hold up the raw hide and furred, for lack of a better term, shorts. Barefooted, there is a large two-handed great axe that he's got his right arm propped up on the backside of the handle as it's inverted with the blades into the ground. There's bits of bone, what smells like recently tanned leathers adorning each side, and just off to your left seems to be a partitioned off bed space. His eyes, even the one visible through the skull, are very cloudy, are a very, very cloudy blue. Can I help you?
We were passing through and thought it wise to pay respects to the chieftain.
I see my boy has taught you of our customs.
A little here and there, yes.
And what's your intentions?
Well, we're passing through, as I've stated before. However, we have need of some rest and some medical attention for my child. She is sick.
He kind of looks over the group. Which one's your child? You're young.
The dragonborn in my arms.
There's a bit of a smirk that crawls across his face, the heavy tusks kind of giving way to the smile. You expect me to believe that?
Yes, chieftain.
Persuasion. Or deception, don't tell me which.
Iris will subtly psychically help this.
What is he asking me if he believes? If it's a child or a dragonborn? Or if it's in my
Or
arms?
yours. Exactly.
Bless, 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 sneaky bless. D4.
You know what? Do I get to, like, actually say whether or not I take the bless or assistance? Like, I want to be perfectly honest with this chief. Like, you know, if he were to even just ask, like, is this your offspring or is this a child that you take care of? And I'd be honest with him.
I would say, given your exposure, you would know the assistance is coming because of the, kind of having become accustomed to their magics. You as the player can opt to not use it.
Okay. Thank you for the attempt to assist, but I'm okay. Chief, this child is not my offspring. She is simply someone I take care of.
What'd you get on that roll?
It's a 15. Just straight 15, no modifier.
15. Okay. Kind of looks quizzically for a moment at the mention of assistance, and looks amongst the group. Stands up, bit of a lumbering kind of step forward off of the stump, picks up the axe and walks up to you.
I'm still down.
And he puts the blade into the earth next to you. Go ahead and give me an insight check, 6.
Finally, something I'm good at. 23.
23. Okay. I'm going to DM you something. sets the blade in the earth next to you, looks as you can continue to maintain. You continue to maintain your greeting as the rest of you continue as well. He picks the axe back up. Kylark, he has a tendency to trust too easily. Did he mention what we do to lying caretakers? And before any of you can do anything, he's going to swing.
The only move that I make is to use my body to further shield Liz.
Okay. I need composure checks from everybody. Or you can opt out. It's up to you.
Wouldn't BB know this would be fairly common-ish?
Give me an intelligence check in a moment.
Intelligent.
Or insight, either or.
That's even better. 19.
Okay. I'm gonna message you
14.
something as well.
I got a 14.
14, alright.
12.
16. I probably rolled highest out of everyone.
As he brings the axe up, picks it into the two hands, swings it around and across, as if he's going to just decapitate Six before she can even get down to shield Liz. All of you kind of catch your breath for a moment as the wind is almost shoved out of the tent from the swing. You guys kind of clench yourselves. And then you hear laughter as the axe is buried into the earth again. Here we tend to... we tend not to ask questions. I could tell you're protective, not of the little one, your kobold, dragonborn, kin, pet, friend, but of each other. I'll give you 48 hours.
Thank you, Chief.
And he'll lift the axe back up, carries it back to his chair, sets it back down, kind of looks over each of you. Head to the southern part of the camp. Look for the deer head.
Yes, Chief.
And as...
Thanks him and broken Torshavn. Or
Okay.
as one of the few Torshavn phrases he knows from his upbringing.
As all of you start making way back out of the tent, before you guys even break through the canopy and open up the flaps and get back out into the overall camp, from the back of the tent, echoing loudly, you just hear, "Newcomers aren't to be harmed," as it just billows amongst the space, to the point that as you guys are leaving, you can see even like some of the furthest tents begin like kind of peek up and look at in your direction again.
I just jumped a little bit at the volume.
Come on, kid, let's get you taken care of.
Well, that went well.
He's loud. He smells funny.
Alright, let's go get you some medicine.
As you all...
Sorry.
go ahead.
Now that I think about it, shall we have asked for things for Sherelle and Marquise?
I think they're included.
They're included. They are also newcomers. They're just by extension.
Yeah, but I mean, like, stuff for their own injuries and such.
Well,
They can do that.
they're also grown adults. They can ask for themselves as well.
That's fair.
As you all make your way south, you notice, and you would have noticed this at the distance too. The southern portion of the camp kind of comes to a point, almost to look like an arrowhead pointed southward. And at the very back, similarly to the chieftain's tent, kind of buttressed up against a smaller boulder. The left side is kind of exposed to the open air, so it's not as protected. You see another hut, but this one's another tent, but this one's a bit more circular. Kind of has a bit of elven flair mixed in with the tribalistic overall aesthetic. Almost purposefully placed small little branches that have a little bit more of a civility to counteract the fact that on the very front of this tent, held up by two spears that are about like 12 feet long, so more like pole arms that crisscross and right up near the top and are the entryway, are holding up a they are holding up a very well preserved deer head. But Birdbuddy, you would even know, and everybody for the most part, all of you would notice that like the eyes are gone. It almost seems to be hollowed out and then had the shape preserved with the skull intact on the inside. And it still has the horns. It seems to be an 8-point buck.
Impressive handiwork.
One second while I get up this person's name.
Well, did you post the name of the chief?
I did not, because I don't think it was brought up.
Yeah.
Was it?
First.
We
I'll
were
be
just
nosy
calling
later.
them cheap.
But don't worry, I'll get it. I'll work it in there for you.
Yeah, in terms of roleplay, the name was less important than the title in this particular situation.
It's fine. I'll be nosy later. It's okay.
But as you all make your way inside, a heavy aroma of different herbs, different levels of preservation, and also a little bit of rot, kind of crisscross and mingle amongst the space. Even through all the congestion, Liz kind of like shivers and fidgets in your arms, Six. And further back, fairly elderly, with a bit of heavy gray across the muzzle, dark brown fur that kind of gives way into a bit of a black hair that seems to be some other animal's fur woven in. Simplistic enough robe that seems to be made of elk fur, but it's more of the large poncho, but it's cinched off at the waist and still kind of drags near the floor, and there's still a bit of pants kind of peeking out from the side. Is an elderly tabaxi woman.
Hi, are you the medicine woman?
Yes, I am.
I have a sick dragonborn here. A fever, a runny nose, kind of congested.
Ah, so all you were the commotion from the chieftain.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Apologies for Druck. He earned his name 40 or so years ago. He likes to live up to that title, but is respected.
There is nothing to apologize for. I understand the weight on the man. We're not going to be here for very long. We don't want to cause any troubles. We're simply resting.
Also, title?
Oh, we've all kind of, with the exception, we've all kind of adopted their tribe name, Grave Eye. But he was known as Druck the Radical. Bird Buddy, go ahead and give me a history check.
19, 20, 21.
21. Okay. I'm going to send you something. There you go. And I will post the name in No Mic.
Catalog.
Name catalog, right? Sorry, where were we in the conversation? You did a history check on Druck. Right. Apologies again. He didn't earn the name the Radical for nothing. Although he's softened in years with age. Now you have a dragonborn child, yeah? And she kind of...
Yes.
she kind of like tiptoes, a little bit of a hobble, not as nimble as she used to be. She walks over and grabs a bowl of herbs, if you won't mind, and she begins to light them. Can you smell this, little one? And brings the bowl closer to you.
No, kind of just hold her so she can smell.
Okay. Let me give her a medicine check. Yeah, that'll do it. It starts off smelling a little bit sweet, like it's a couple different, might be potential tea leaves, lavender, before it gives way to cinnamon as it kind of begins to burn through the contents of whatever's in this little bowl, in this little hand-sized bowl. And as she gets closer to everybody, you would all notice there's a subtle hint of something else. And as it begins to catch, all of you would distinctly notice the scent of burning flesh. And that's when Liz kind of and fidgets, kind of recoils in.
I'd say yes, she can. That is
Well,
pungent.
old Torshavn, old Torshavn medicine. When it comes to congestion and and ailments and that tend to plague breathing. It's believed
If it covers your
Germera.
nose and sneezes.
It's believed Germera put a blessing on the lands long ago, not only to protect the animals and trees and wildlife, but also to deter incorrect consumption of such. And given that it was flesh, she kind of eyes over. What did you eat, little one? Liz is just like, rats. And immediately kind of like stuffs her snout back into your armpit.
Probably doesn't smell too much better in there, kid.
I can't smell it here. Oh,
Flattered, I think.
You should be.
As she kind of, as this tabaxi woman, this medicine woman has made her way away from the group now. Well, and you can see as she's kind of fiddling through like these small, teeny tiny, almost matchbox-sized little chests. They all seem to be marked with some kind of a Torshavn rune or a little bit of writing. Bird Buddy, you with your passive, she seems to be shifting through boxes that are labeled with different animal parts before she picks up a small little box and flips it open, lifts it up, and pulls out a very hefty rat tail. I'm trying to think of a good size comparison. That seems it's almost like the length. It's almost about 5 feet in length and pretty thick, about maybe inch and a half at the base. Well, luckily, and she begins to move over to this little cauldron, sets it on the rat tail on the table next to the cauldron. If you give me to about a little after we have a little after we have a little bit. Why am I struggling with this right now?
Did smell too?
Yeah, thank you. If you all come back by a little bit after we have dinner, the tribe should be coming back with food. The rest of the tribe should be coming back with food shortly. I'm not sure if you have any rations.
Oh, we could probably prepare a little something at our camp. The chieftain told us that we could have a spot towards the south of the camp, if I recall.
Yes.
Yeah, there'll be just a couple tents back up the ways there. You won't be too far.
Okay.
Now, I should be able to have it ready by the end of the night. We'll go over her intake. That's how much she should consume. If you want to hasten it, and she kind of pauses for a second, kind of looks over. No, I think she's a little bit too young.
Yeah, we really shouldn't hasten this. Our plan was to, around to dinner time, feed her something, spicy but easy to digest. Sort of loosen up everything in her airway so it'll come out better. We've seen her eat some very spicy meals before, so we know that she responds to it well.
Well, spice will certainly help over the next couple days. I was more leaning towards some outlander medicine I've heard of, although she seems to be far too young for it. It was something about, as she's kind of hobbling back over to the other side, she pulls up a jar. Something about this, as she kind of sets it down. I'd say about all of you, maybe to varying degrees, would recognize a kind of fairly dusty, but hefty jar of what would be the equivalent of moonshine.
Definitely too young for that.
If nothing else, I can give her a thimble full of my whiskey.
Fair enough. I'll leave that up to all of you.
Thank you.
You all enjoy the rest of your time here, and I will see you later tonight.
We'll be here.
Thank you kindly.
And she kind of reaches out a hand. A flickering flame.
6. And I'll also offer the hand as well. I assume to shake?
Yes.
Okay.
Given the gesture, she seems to, through her advanced years, seems to have had exposure to neutral zone and more ad valorem decorum, just because of the knowledge of outlander medicine. So, it's this one's more of a general shake.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give her a quick handshake and I'll round everybody up to leave. Let's go find her spot.
Can
Okay.
we stay back a little bit? Like, we'll catch.
I'll give them a nod and head out.
And once they're all gone, BB's gonna like point at the all the array of weird things and say, "Teach." And they're gonna hold up their own collection of. They're running low on embalming tools and herbs and stuff. Looking to trade.
God, I just see. Sorry, I just see Bird Buddy just pulling up the cloak like a dealer. She's like, right, tools,
See what I got?
herbs. You want to see what I got? Your spice?
I mean, there are bags of little makeshift bombs in their jacket too, with spices and stuff. So yeah, that would make
See
sense.
my bones? You want to see my bones? My bones.
Go ahead. Give me a straight charisma. I won't say at disadvantage because obviously you both, but the two of you are obviously both from Torshavn. But it's at this point it's more of the limited vernacular.
So straight charisma. So whatever I roll plus charisma.
Yes.
18 plus 8.
Wait, plus 8? Is that a charisma
Yes.
check?
Yes.
Jesus. Wouldn't it be like plus 5? Hold on. What?
Well, if I'm rolling, if it's just the
Yeah,
mod,
just your
fine,
mod.
then 5.
Okay. 18 plus 5, so that's fucking Christ. I'm actively trying to inhibit the bard. And you're still getting.
You've been traumatized by the bard.
Yes.
Yeah. 4 years of this shit.
And you're still getting fucked.
Well, I can. You can see a bit of a smile curl out from underneath her small jowls of the muzzle. It's like, of course, little one. And do you want to tell your friends, or?
They're just gonna kind of wave them off, that they be fine.
Okay. So go ahead and give me, because of her advanced expertise, go ahead and give me. Or what are you trying to learn? More potion making?
More so just how to keep things preserved a little longer.
Okay. So go ahead and. Go ahead and give me 2 intelligence checks at advantage.
Okay.
Sorry. An intelligence check at advantage.
Okay.
These are advantage.
Well, that first one was a shit roll, so good thing I have advantage. You said intelligence, or?
Yes.
Okay. If it's including if it's just the mod, it would be 18 plus 2, total of 20.
Okay. 30-20. That's simple enough. You, through your study and long time exposure, being a gravedigger, caretaker of a graveyard, embalmer, dealing with the dead, you'll know that there are small little subsets of the Dramaran faith, and even a little bit of the Shadewalker faith, that use key moments in the decomposition process of different herbs, animals, furs, what have you. They take key moments and use it to either make medicine or kind of weaponize it. You can gather, because she is a medicine woman, she does have some kind of heavy Dramaran faith, given the fact that she pulled off a hefty rat tail, and it seems to be using it as a key ingredient for her concoction. So go ahead and add 1 point to either Dramaran medicine or Shadewalker chemicals. And and this will be either way. It pretty much be alchemical supplies, but their own little subset within that skill.
Okie dokie.
All right. So the rest of you guys, what are you guys?
I wanted BB to say thank you first, but they're going to do so as respectfully as they can, and they're actually going to say their full name.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Yeah, and your tribe name. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Rest of you guys, what are you guys doing?
So once we actually make it to our spot that we've been assigned temporarily here, I'm just gonna try to find a bit of stump or wood or something to sit on. With Liz, Iris, Will, can you gather the camping supplies? Ruby, can you get a fire going?
Of course.
No problem.
Appreciate you guys. Oh, let Marquise and Sherelle know where we are as well. Invite them to come over. We're going to be having dinner here in a little bit.
All right, I'll
I can do that too. No, I got it.
All right.
Well, Will and Iris are going to be headed to the cart either way, so they can let them know while they're over there getting their stuff.
Okay, yeah, fair. That sounds like the same thing as that. So, go ahead.
Alrighty. So we will start with Will and Iris.
Or is this a watch?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
This is just a little bit more downtime activity, kind of set up for the night.
Oh.
As you guys are making your way at this point northeast, you go and gather some of the supplies. You notice that Cheryl and Marquise, you kind of hear them at a distance, but they're not near the cart. They're actually coming out of the chieftain's tent. How'd you guys fare with medicine? This is Marquise.
Yeah, Sex got the medicine for Liz. Hopefully she'll be okay within some days. Dinner's gonna be ready soon. We could lead you to the camp if you want.
Yeah, of course. It actually works out because we wanted to talk with all of you when we got settled. Nothing major, but we bartered for passage south. They're going to be picking up camp in a couple weeks, so
All right.
we're going to stick with them. But we'll spend another night with you guys. As thanks. We're kind of worried about the no longer big one, Liz. So.
Yeah.
Should we start heading back? Or-
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Iris, you gonna wait for your watches? Because I know you were wanting to talk, and I think Ruby was too.
With the two of them? Is it what you communicated? Sorry.
Yeah, the two of them are gonna stay with the camp, but they're gonna spend the night with you guys for the remainder of your time that you're here, or however long it may be.
What was I wanting to talk about?
Yeah, both of you had come to me after between sessions about potentially interrogating Cheryl and Marquise.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. If you got anything, Iris, if you want to add to this little interaction before we bring you guys back, we'll jump back over to Ruby and Six.
Iris will actually walk over to Will and kind of loop in, as we're both carrying stuff. She looks over at him and is like, and this is in Elven. She asks, "Hey, are you doing okay? No one's really checked on you after everything that happened."
You want the honest answer or an answer that'll make you feel better?
Well, you kind of munched on a bunch of ghouls, so...
It was technically not me.
Technically.
But it will take some getting used to. I know what happened won't be a one-time thing.
So what did the vengeful spirit want?
Flesh. And he glanced at Sherelle to see if she was eavesdropping.
Go ahead and give me an insight. Because they're in the vicinity, it's just a matter of if she's like actively paying attention or not. So like you could see that they're close. So it's reading the body language.
Dirty 22.
That's a 23 for me.
Doesn't seem to be interested, no. Her and Marquise, while they are probably only a stride or two behind, a couple strides behind you guys, because I can't quite remember the lore about them. They seem to be heavily interested in just this, in a way, village that's propped up out of nowhere from a bunch of nomads. That, while some of it does match the stories, it also doesn't. But they seem more interested in the tribe itself than anything I know.
All right.
Flesh, huh?
Yeah.
So, any particular part, like heart, liver, left toe, tip of penis, any particular creature, or
He snorts at that. It said, "Well, he did mention something, but he's not picky at the moment."
I get the feeling it's most likely humanoid.
Oh, it is.
Let's make a deal. You get it, I'll cook it. It's much easier to eat with your first time, if it's actually well prepared.
Well, just, thanks to Mr. Falls, are you fine with me having cooked flesh while I'm still me? Or does it not matter?
What was that?
Will had asked he mentally asked Mr. False, his opinion about, Will eating cooked flesh while he is himself.
What was that insight? A 22 for you, Will?
Yeah, it was an insight.
At the mention of cooked flesh, you hear kind of like wispy grumblings. That you could probably gather is more along the lines of fine, but it won't help with what we made the deal on. So you can gather, at least to satiate him, cooked flesh will be fine, but to build a connection, it probably has to be raw.
And Will says, yeah, I don't think he'd like cooked all that well. He would be fine with it, I guess, but I mean, he prefers raw.
Well, I know my mom taught me at least a few recipes with raw humanoid flesh, so.
Thanks, Iris.
I promised your mom I'd look after you after all, and to be honest, I've already been interrogated by her once. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, well, she made me promise to look out for you too.
Alright. Let's
Well,
just
hey.
not let's let the other people know until it becomes a problem.
Yeah. But hey, while we're out here, you know what this means?
What?
You could learn a bit more about your mom's roots, right? I mean, she knew about stuff from the Torshavn religions, right?
I believe I overheard my mom and dad arguing because she was a shade walker? I believe was the term, but she never really talked about it.
Well, the Shadewalkers worship Shadia, who were hunters. Who knows? Maybe we'll both learn something while we're here.
Yeah, you said you might have a mission or something up here, right? Or something?
Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt to at least learn a couple of things while I'm up here that will help with fighting, you know?
Alright. Let's get back to camp and get these two fed too.
Well, we're almost there, aren't we?
Alrighty. We will jump over to Ruby and Six and a very icky Liz for the time that these two were gone.
So, did I happen to find like a bit of log or like a stump?
Yeah, it's simple enough. While there's seems to be some level of organization, you can't really seem to kind of glean any kind of purpose of which pile is which. So you kind of set Liz down with Ruby briefly, kind of move over to this large pile of thicker logs and are able to roll to over.
Great. I'm gonna sit on the ground with my back to the log. Can I just lift up my shirt where the sword had run me through?
Mhm.
Well, the bit of healing that Ruby was able to give me was enough to prevent, bleeding out. It's still very angry. And like a day's ride and carrying a very heavy child, all the motion that she's had all day, it's probably bleeding a little bit, and it hurts.
Yeah. You're still about 4-ish days from when it was removed. Now that's closer to the evening, but yeah, it's still raw.
So yeah, she's kind of been just white knuckling all day, and finally gets to just kick back, put her hand over this thing, and just try not to fucking die at this fire.
Fair enough.
Ruby, you know that thing you do when you're kneeling and you walk on your knees, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah.
She'll knee wobble over and she'll start looking at it. You could have just ridden in the cart.
Want enough space.
I could have walked.
It's fine. It's fine. I've had worse.
My darling friend. You don't have to? Trust me, I know you're well enough, strong enough to put somebody through a fucking wall.
A few of them.
Now move your hand. Let me see it.
Fine. No, take the hand away and kind of rub it in the dirt to get the dirt and whatever bit of blood is on the palm to kind of cake. Just kind of brush it away.
She'll start checking it out.
I'm gonna give you a medicine check.
Luck again. Better. That dice is going in the jail as soon as we're done with this. With 2, 5, and a 15.
15 for a total of.
Medicine. Where the fuck is medicine? Plus 5. So 20.
Plus 20. Okay. You've in your past you've dealt with mending of bar fight injuries. The most recent one probably being the most gruesome from Six's rampage back in the neutral zone. Even those are just as on par with this one, as while yes, Six has definitely healed, it's mostly scabbed over. A bit of scab has torn off, and it's like she is bleeding a little bit. It's the fact that the half of her torso from where the sword went in, and even up underneath the bindings is just like this ichorish, nasty yellowish blue, having healed it up to the point where it would be the equivalent of like 5 weeks of mending of just natural gauze and wrap. But it's still gnarly.
Yeah,
but it's far less severe than it was.
Yeah, there's intense bruising around the actual like puncture.
But yeah, she's pretty much out of clear. It's going to be achy for another day or two, before the bruising finally subsides. But
It's looking a lot better than initially.
Really? Because I think it looks kind of gross. Yes.
You took a sword through the fucking chest, so.
Well, I mean, kind of. Oh, gross! It farts when I cough.
God.
I can try healing it more if you want.
Yeah, a little bit. That'd be nice. You got the.
She'll put her hands over it.
You got the woo woo for that.
The what?
The mojo.
I always have the mojo.
Yeah, I could use a little bit of that. Kid's heavy.
Wait till you feel her teeth. She'll roll up her sleeve, which I'm imagining Six can now see the bite mark that Liz left on her.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll start.
That's almost as bad as the ones that I leave.
You don't have needle teeth.
No, but they are strong.
Hopefully I'll find out one day. If you keep yourself alive, that is.
Yep. God. Player cards, right? Maybe. We'll see.
Jesus. All right. So you spend the remainder of time just pumping just general healing.
He'll word.
All right. With that, we will fast forward a little bit to just after food has begun to be brought out amongst the different tribekin, yourselves included. At a face value, they seem to have brought in a few different elk, or not elk, but a pretty large deer. Ooh, excuse me. It looks like they might have snagged a wolf or two. But all of you now reconvened. Bird Buddy has a very elderly tabaxi in tow. And she's holding a fairly about average human-sized bowl of wood, made of wood, but for Liz, it's like a salad bowl. I need con saves from everybody. Bird Buddy, as you don't have to make one because you helped make it.
Okay.
Oh, gods. Oh.
Is this con save for spice?
This is con save for smell.
Got it.
11.
16.
Natural 22.
You sure about that?
21.
Bird Buddy, who are you
sure about
so
that to who?
rebarbing?
Will?
You can do it to Will.
Why? What did I do? Just let me
That's
think.
funny.
You rolled a 20, and you sounded happy about it.
Maybe he's gonna be like, you sure? Again.
Will,
Puts it
give me
right in his
another roll.
face.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Luckily, you all passed. One of you barely. As even on the approach, the delicious smells of the food in the large rotisserie that's more in the center of this camp. That's food's been brought out. The smell of your campfire, the lingering sense of just the herbs and the earth around you all give way to the most putrid stench any of you have smelled. It's a mix of dense swamp water, sewage, rotted meat, and spoiled alcohol, all kind of compressed and congealed into this thick, for lack of a better term, soup that is an off dark gray that seems to have like bits of coloration. You might be able to pick up a small little chunks of that rat tail, as well as a bunch of other herbs. It's nasty.
Look, if you wanted to
As-
kill us, you could just stab us in our sleep.
I've somehow smelt worse.
Well, to counteract any of Dramarin's blessings, you have to have an ingredient of what caused it, and you have to amplify it. It's, what do they call it? Navlora, cleansing
Yes, that
of a physical variety.
This
the
this
most
is
potent kind.
this is medicine.
Yes, it is.
BB seems especially proud of this, by the way.
Are
Well,
we
Might as well.
are we sure it's not like tainted? Like this, it smells like poison.
That's medicine.
Some poison smells sweet, Six.
You have my word.
Believe me, my father's laboratory sometimes had really nasty smells from the agents getting together, so...
Okay. I don't envy you, kid. This is gonna suck.
Alright, let me give Liz on save a disadvantage.
Can you give her like a chaser of something like sweet after she's done drinking this nasty shit?
I've got my
Give
little
her
bit
marshmallows.
I've got my like cap full of whiskey that she can take just to chase it down.
Sadly, even with a chaser, this would not help.
Oh, it's just
Do I
to
need
wash
give
it
her
out
a
of.
reroll?
Okay, this is just to wash the taste out of her mouth.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Reroll?
May, when you come back to listen to this, I apologize.
Oh,
Cinema.
I can't reroll this.
Do you have luck? I think you used all three today.
I have
haven't
one
you?
left. I have one left.
All right, let's go. Let's see.
You're lucky I love you.
Okay,
Chris.
that's marginally better.
Luckily.
For let me pull up the sheet. That is a whopping 10.
Not even here, and the saves are the same.
Well, I will say initially, she had rolled a 2.
Proving my
This
point.
is not God's favorite princess.
So, all of you watch it, whether it's desperation or just finally having medicine. 6, you kind of bring the bowl up to Liz's snout, and she kind of scoops it underneath and just begins chugging it, which is impressive. But then because of the congestion, just because of the heavy congestion, she can't smell it. And then 6, as you're helping, like easing it in, as she gets to about the last few bits of it, is when you start noticing that the sweat has given into tears. She's like trembling a little bit more intensely, and you can gather that the taste has finally returned, and some of the scent.
Yeah,
If her
it's bad,
scales could turn green.
It's pretty bad, huh?
She's just the last couple of drops, she just swats the bowl out of your hand, just gets on all fours, just desperately trying to keep it down. As she's kind of like on all fours, trembling, just cheeks puffed up, and just both hands over her snout, and she's just like waving frantically and points to both her cheeks. 6. As she's just
gonna
holding.
grab a bucket.
Swats the bucket away and makes pressing noise, like pressing motions, as if she wants you to force whatever's coming back down. She's holding her snout desperately.
I'm just gonna kind of look at the medicine woman.
Yeah, she's like she's mid stride, trying to. We've got to keep it down, and just holding Liz by like her waist.
I'm just gonna push it all back in.
Yeah, so she's just holding. You can see some of it's like dripping out from her hands. You push her cheeks back in, shove the medicine back down her throat, and almost immediately she's kind of like teeters slightly and just slumps over. Her eyes are heavily glossed over, just from the sheer amount of tears that were coming out of her mouth, coming out of her eyes. It's just
okay. Let's wash that out, huh?
Just rolls onto her back, mouth open, tongue out to the side.
Okay. So like when I say cap full, I mean like literally like a cap full. Because this stuff is potent. So it's like, yeah, just a little thimbleful, just enough to, one, kind of try to burn out whatever kind of sickness is, in the bloodstream, but also just to burn away the taste buds.
All right.
It's miner's milk.
Okay. You
Iris
pour
will
the
also have a cup of water at the ready to help.
cup of water. Okay.
Yep.
So you follow up the potion, soup with the chaser, and then you have this little metal tin of water. And after a couple of minutes, as the two of you are just kind of like gently looking over, just doing your best to console Liz, she kind of begins to sit upright. Her expression is vacant, like she's regretting everything she's done in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
After coming out of the grove.
Yeah, that'll learn you.
She's just staring into the fire.
Come here,
I'm gonna
kid.
lay down in a little bit.
Okay.
And shifts over and rest her head against your shoulder.
Come here. Now just like sit like back down against the like my back against the log. Like, crisscross applesauce, just set her in my lap. Put my jacket over her, just kind of rock.
Can
Fair enough.
BB lay their cloak over top too? It's
Yeah.
heavy, but it's worn and tattered and whatnot, but it's heavy.
Yeah.
And it
Perfect
smells like you.
size for it.
Yeah, a big part of this process is also sweating it out. So a blanket cloak would help. Yeah.
I feel like the smell of the stew still clinging onto Bird Buddy's cloak, though.
It's hanging on to like the immediate vicinity, like you ever see like in the cartoons, there's just like that stench, smoky scent smell.
We're gonna get complaints.
If this was a cartoon, you'd be able to see that trail. It's just kind of like a thin miasma, this lingering mixed amongst the space.
Can I use thaumaturgy to, like, blow it away?
Sure. Just. You hear a couple disgruntled motherfucker as you push the scent out to the remainder of the camp and past.
I'll live.
Iris will look right at Six and then down at Liz and then smile at her. Way to go, Auntie Six.
I'm so glad I don't have my own kids.
You have enough of the idiots around you to be able to at least get a preview.
No. I'm just gonna kind of peek at Liz and see if she's kind of like dozing a little bit or still kind of traumatized by the medicine.
All right. Before we get into watches, that way Ruby and Iris, you can do your interrogations. Anybody have anything else? BB, I believe you had messaged me. Yes.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Can we get to nosy around the camp tomorrow?
If the tents are set up, after, a proper meal that doesn't reek to high hell, yeah, I'll retire to my tent with Liz and, we'll bed down. Both of us have to actually get a full night's sleep.
Yeah. We can set you up on watches after this. You'll just kind of spend the remainder of the evening before the watches start, kind of gently holding Liz. Bird Buddy, what are you doing?
Oh, we're doing that first?
Yeah.
Okay.
The more universal tribal custom is performance after
Meal.
Mhm.
Okay, BB's gonna hobble over there then. And like after the whole thing with Liz, they're gonna be like, rest well, and then just I'll be back,
Sure.
and then start hobbling on over there, directly
Fair
toward the chief.
Six and Liz are going to stay behind just to give the both of them prepare to rest. All right, any of you going to accompany Bird Buddy as they scamper off again, leaving another child unsupervised?
I'll go this time.
Okay.
I want to walk around. I just want to walk around. See if something catches my interest.
Alrighty. If that's the case,
How big is the camp, roughly?
it's fairly sizable. You would because the walk from the chieftain, from the gate to the chieftain's tent was maybe like 45 seconds,
Okay,
closer
so
to a minute.
because the types of instruments that BB uses, then they would be heard throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, if you were to go, especially if you go into the middle, yeah. Like you would know, like the smaller camps tend to have their own little performances, but the chieftain one is almost always dead center.
Okay.
As you approach, you see Druck, who's now standing, no axe, kind of just arms crossed, leaning against a nearby tree, with this large bonfire illuminating the area in front of him. Can I help you?
BB is gonna they're naked bird right now, by the way, just so you all know.
Yeah. No cloak, no
cloak.
shame.
Putting it all out there for the world to admire.
They did bring their I don't know how to pronounce the taggle harp type something.
Harp, like a harp.
It's the Viking funeral harp. Yes.
One second. So,
I will type it to you. I will think of it.
Toggle harp.
yeah.
Something like that. And no, like,
Toggle harp.
there's some,
Cool.
and
Okay.
they're gonna kind of like express that they want to play as things in the best way that BB knows how.
And he'll reply to you. In this conversation, we'll be back in Torshavn, in Torshavn language. Do you need drummers? He kind of gestures off. You can see a couple of people with varying sized drums. One of them has a toggle harp too. There's a really I'm trying to think. It's a large wooden flute that it's a good like 3-4 feet long, being held by an elf.
Hand flute?
No,
Not
pan
a
flute
flute.
is
That's more like
yeah.
the
honestly sounds close
Yeah, I'm
to a
trying to-
didgeridoo.
yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. There you go. That's the word.
Those actually sound really well with the harp. So
Yeah, they're
BB's
really
gonna
well done.
like actively say be excited about that one in particular.
So
Okay.
I did happen to find a YouTube video of a toggle harpa playing a funeral march.
That's probably that's probably the one that I use.
Yeah, but this is a separate piece that's in process.
Okay.
But so you don't need ambiance for it. I will need everybody to give a perception check. Liz, I'm just going to opt out of Liz, Cheryl, and Marquise just because bleh. And Will and Ruby, you guys will get it at advantage.
Oh, John, with like entertainment, there was a different entertainment thing that we had planned a long time ago. Like Bird Buddy absolutely does their thing tonight, or does their thing tonight, but
Is it what you is it what yeah, is it in regards to what you messaged me?
hang on.
Run for your life, hide in terror, head between your knees,
Alrighty.
brace yourself.
Okay. So yeah, perception checks from everybody. And Will and Ruby at advantage. Bird Buddy, performance check at advantage because because you know the song very well.
Dirty 24.
I know this so very.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm with it with a very, very well. I mean, that's a 31.
Fair. Ruby 6.
6. You mean Will?
No, I need perception checks from you guys. Yeah. Ruby
Yeah,
and
from
6.
me and Will.
18.
18. Okay. Ruby, you have yours as advantage shift. Don't forget.
Okay. Alright. 19.
19. Okay. As you are all either meandering amongst the camp, or relaxing by a fire, holding a very medicated kobold dragonborn child, all of you will hear a tremendous drumming that begins to echo out from the center of the camp. And while it first starts off mild and begins to build to go along with the didgeridoo, the harp, and I'm blanking on the ones you guys just googled, the taggle harp, almost seems to echo even louder, to the point it almost feels like an orchestra is being played somewhere in the center of this camp. And it's fairly intense, and there's a lot of spirit behind it, but there's moments where it's somber and calmer before it begins to build and intensify and then trail off. Will and Iris, I need intelligence checks. Both of you at disadvantage. Will, because you're not fluent, and Iris, because of your distance. Just a general intelligence check. See if you can pick up on any of the lyrics, because it's being sung in Torshavn.
Intelligence, you said?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 21.
21.
Yes.
15.
15. You can't make out too much in terms of the words. Near as you can tell, you pick up on the word tiger, as well as the word child. But because of the way the music crescendos and tapers off, there's almost a yearning mixed with feelings of failure, letting them down. Bird Buddy, let me give you a quick roll. Normally I would make this a gold and silver, how much you get tipped, but this is a Torshavn tribe that doesn't dabble in coin. You get 2 fairly pristine rolls of cloth, and 3 deer hide that have yet to be prepped for tanning.
So 3 raw deer hide.
Yeah. Yes.
BB is very happy. Like the opposite of the tone of the music, very happy. They're two very different things.
But with that, if you guys want to follow up on anything regarding that, we can get into watch. Otherwise, we can get into watches.
Do I notice anything interesting in the camp as I'm walking around?
With that perception check, nothing really. Just with the general perception of just getting the lay of the land, it's there's a couple. There's a few people on a makeshift guard, but most of the festivities were drawn in towards Bird Buddy's performance.
I
And
will
this
say
was-
that. Sorry.
Just want to clarify that this was a full blown song. It
Yeah,
wasn't
this was
including vocals.
Yeah.
I will say that Will actually asked one of the elven tribesmen advice about hunting out here.
Simplest terms, make sure you know what you're killing.
Yeah.
With that, though, unless you guys want to just let the performance linger and marinate on it, we'll get into watches.
BB takes all watches.
Okay.
They're just
Will take second and third watch.
Okay.
Mostly because he knows Six needs to rest to heal, and Liz needs to rest to recover.
I guess Ruby and Iris are on first watch.
Sounds good. Alrighty.
Iris and Bird Buddy on first watch.
And Bird Buddy, and along with
Ruby
Cheryl,
and Bird Buddy.
along with Cheryl, yeah. Marquise will join Will for at least for second watch. All right, you 3 + 1. Start us off.
So does it watch start like immediately after, or does everybody kind of like fade out from once everything's done, kind of like retreat back to their domiciles?
I would say it probably would be after they fade out. Like you got there's a noticeable quote unquote guard, and obviously Six had mentioned they're just gonna conk out pretty much right after the performance once she knew everybody was back again. So yeah, we'll just jump into watch. If you guys want to trust the guards or not, it's up to you.
BB's just gonna hobble back to the where they're staying, because I can't talk today apparently, and then just like make bird hop with the harp in one hand, the bow in the other, just kind of like really happy, and somehow slinging all of these cloths over their shoulder at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Maybe have called Blood Buddy to help.
Yeah.
That you, Bird Buddy, was actually really good.
You learn.
Looks like you got quite the hole there too.
BB is just like the proud bird moment with the fluff chest and the fluff cheeks.
You're gonna run out of room in your cart pretty soon if you're not careful.
Just means she's successful.
True. Suffering from success. Fuck you. Success.
It's contagious. It's contagious. Know my suffering.
I've lived through the suffering without you here.
always, always more. They're gonna kind of like make a phrase, piece it together of like there's always somebody who needs a shawl, and then they're gonna while everybody does their thing, they're gonna pull out their working box and work on one.
One of the hides? Okay.
No, no, we're not one of the hides, one of the cloth. They're gonna make a burial shroud.
Okay. Alright, so go ahead and give
One.
me a quick dex check, and just DM it to me.
I'm so glad we clarified it wasn't a body.
Not yet.
I mean, there's still that tanning head on the mantle. So.
But Cheryl will, there's a kind of a vetted, like a vested interest in, a vetted interest rather, in Bird Buddy, with the performance and, how well Bird Buddy was able to draw the entirety of the camp's attention. That was, like your friend said, that was truly impressive, Bird Buddy. You all had questions for me? We've been traveling for a couple days now, and I feel like there's an elephant with us. And she says this a little haphazardly as a loxodon passes by about 15 feet behind her.
What, Sam?
You could say that. She closes her father's potion journal she had been looking through while music was playing and sets it aside.
Well, what do you want to know?
She gets up and approaches Cheryl, but doesn't get in her face, but, that making sure that she's the focus. Firstly, I wanted to say thank you. I didn't say it before. You brought Six back in more than one way. And that is something that I will always be thankful for you for.
Of course. She... from what Marquise told me, she got us out of there.
Yes. The problem is that we shouldn't have been in that situation. Six should not have died. Liz should not have been tortured the way she did. We should not have been attacked the way they were, and the only person I can be angry with is in the ground right now. I want to believe that you're just a victim in this too. You traveled with him. You ate. You considered him a compatriot for at least a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to know that I can trust you. We've already been betrayed by people we've traveled with and broke bread with.
Mm-hmm.
She kneels down, and as she does this, she's silently activating her detect thoughts on Cheryl for surface thoughts. I need you to tell me if he exhibited anything that would have clued him to that attack. Any reason, any person he talked to, any messages he had, because I don't want to not trust you. Because you got hurt just the same as we all did.
Give me persuasion at advantage, please. And I'll send you detect thoughts here in a second.
A dirty 26.
We, like I said, we had met in North Pass. We did a couple local jobs. We never really. She kind of leans over to Marquise, or looks in the direction of where Marquise is sleeping. We mostly kind of kept to ourselves. We were still kind of feeling things out. I just thought he was a secretive guy. Understandable given the state of things. But he was never violent unless he needed to be. That was frightening. And as she says, it's truth, and along with what you got from Detect Thoughts.
I'm going to believe you and trust you. Because you seem to be telling the truth. I don't want to have that trust betrayed anymore.
Oh, so Marquise and I, like I said, we're going to be, well, like we said, we're going to be traveling with the camp here. We'll let you all on your way. We don't want any trouble. We're going to go back to North Pass, and he has his apprenticeship back in Trustfell, so we're probably going to head there. I'll probably drum up some work for the time being.
I hope you are never put into that situation again by someone you travel with.
You as well. Sorry it's happened before. It happened again.
With any luck, if I get myself a little bit better with my powers, we won't have to. And she kind of gets up, she nods, and then just kind of walks over to kind of sit at the fire and kind of fume a little bit, tail twitching.
She'll kind of lean over to you, Ruby, seeing Iris's frustration. What did she mean, powers? Ruby?
It may have blanked out a little. Summary?
Iris pretty much confronted Cheryl and said thank you for saving 6, but made it very clear, almost out of characteristically so, that I hope something like Jiva's incident doesn't happen to her again, or happen to them again at by their mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And then as Iris left, she had mentioned powers, and Cheryl leaned over to you and asked about Iris's powers. Now that Iris is kind of out of earshot, focusing, fuming, kind of collecting herself.
Right, you were incapacitated for most of that. Let's just say she's really good about getting in your head if you're not careful.
I've heard, like a psychic in like an ad valor, where like they kind of predict futures and intent, or
So, not necessarily intent. More likely, if you're feeling. So, say Six is having her little rage episode, right? Iris can get very in tuned with it, so to speak.
okay.
I'm putting this delicately. You don't really want to know the full intent of it.
Fair. I'm not going to ask questions. We were just there for coin and getting the job done, which reminds me, and she reaches into her pouch. We had pulled this off, and she hands over a flyer. We were supposed to get 1,000 gold if we were to retrieve the chiefess's artifacts.
It's
1,000 each, and at least.
Can Ruby take it and start checking to see if it's a fraud?
Sure, go for it. Give me intelligence check at advantage.
Advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled 2 19s.
Very nice for a total.
Investigation.
Huh?
20.
20. Given while you haven't dabbled much in terms of fraudulent bounty board postings, or just bounty boards in general, due to your time growing up within ad valor, you've developed, not necessarily developed, but kind of a slight sense of fraudulent news, propaganda, somewhat misinformation, for lack of a better term. Given the very clearly Torshavn as kind of rough, it's etched into I said parchment. It's more like a really thin hide, as well as having the Jewel Guard seal, which you would have seen here and there. This is an authentic job. It was going to be 1,000 apiece for retrieving the artifact, and if we weren't successful, it would at least any kind of information on what else we found inside.
Are you handing this to us for us to cash in?
Yeah, you can cash it in Desgro, or the Desgro or posted it, but it got down to the southern border wall in North Pass. That's how we came across it.
I will definitely take this up on that offer. We could use the cash.
Yeah, the Desgro or in the bigger cities, they deal in coin. Like I said, it was the 1,000 a head for the artifact itself, but you should be able to barter for some pay.
We learned a lot down in there, and I'm not necessarily keen on the idea of that thing leaving that hole. But luckily it's down in the theoretical pit, so it should be fine. Hopefully. Knock on wood and all that.
Cheryl will strike the log a couple times.
Real quick, because I can hear this, because BB's ears
I'm
are...
back.
Should BB be like rolling anything?
What are you trying in terms of
Because
like?
the thought of taking something away from that it specifically belonged to the Bone Chiefess.
Give me history or religion. All right,
Yeah,
peanut
we're going
gallery.
crazy. We're going crazy with these puns in the no mic chat. Sorry, everyone.
It's
God
killing.
damn it!
All right, it's killing me. It's all good. Oh, what was the? You said history or what?
History or religion.
Okay. Religion's better. 23.
23. So based on what you know in terms of the silent matriarch, when when following their customs, a handful of personal effects are buried with the individual. It's not necessarily unique to the matriarch religion, but there is some variation in terms of what's considered sentimental, what's considered more as protection for the body, for the spirit, what have you, or if it's just a favorite toy. What's odd in this regard is, one, based on the flyer that you can see and you've heard from you can see in Ruby's hand and from the conversation, the Juon Guard itself posted the job, which means it likely was posted at the chiefess's behest. And given that you would know the chiefess's tribe name to be of the Hollow Grove, it was meant to stay down there, likely as to protect the souls within. But given that it was posted by the chiefess herself, something might have changed her mind in recent events, but you're not sure what. But it's when it's a living individual passing off an item of protection. If the need arises, they can retrieve it. But it's odd that the job was pawned off to somebody else.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe just kind of settles back in. Just continues listening, finishing their embroidery.
Okay.
At some point, Ruby's going to split off from Cheryl and kind of find a space semi-private. I mean, there's only so private you can get in this big of a camp. And she'll do her best to talk to Skull if he responds.
Given the flashes of memory from your recent trek into a frigid wasteland through a very lucid dream, you're not able to reach him. He's probably going to need a little bit of time to recharge, for lack of a better term. But he does not respond.
And he's quiet on me. Love that.
With that, though, we will jump to second watch with Will, Marquise, and Birdbuddy. We'll skip the whole waking up process because it's closing in on 10 o'clock, so I want to get through these. Will, I know you just got food.
Yeah, I'm here.
So it's you, Birdbuddy, and Marquise. What are you guys doing?
Working on a burial shroud.
Working on a burial shroud.
God,
Working on a burial shroud.
Like, BB is like got a needle, an embroidery needle, and is actively working on this, and it's fairly delicate-ish.
Mhm.
Like but they've been doing it a while, and they're just kind of like bopping and literally like cooing like birds do.
Will approached Bird Buddy says, "Hey, Bird Buddy,
Yes.
is it alright if I ask Blood Buddy some questions?"
She's sleeping.
Alright,
She can hear though.
okay. I guess I'll ask when she's a bit more lucid. Or more awake.
Actually, would that summon still be around? Could they help me carry the stuff back? When does the effect end, so to speak?
Yeah, it would be 24 hours, but you can, like, if it's just like hauling groceries, you can have canceled them. It's up to you.
Okay.
Hush.
But yeah. Will
Uh,
ends up deciding to just patrol.
Everybody got anything?
oh, sorry, I was just dying.
It's okay.
I had a piece of popcorn lodged in there.
Oh, Jesus.
Hairball.
Oh, it can't be a hairball if it's feathers.
Yeah, Bird Buddy, would you have canceled Blood Buddy? Or would Blood Buddy be active?
No, I think it would have let the effect run its course. Simply due to the fact that BB likes the company of BB.
Yeah. Fair enough. So yeah, we'll just do a little bit of BB squared tomfoolery. As you're out on your patrol, you kind of round a corner, and almost matching you in stride, like making an effort to stay within your shadow, almost like a child, like that youthful innocence. You see an amalgamation in a humanoid shape that's about your height of Blood, with a bit of a feminine build. Hi.
Hey, Blood Buddy.
The yet to be loved.
Yet to be loved. Sorry, I mean, Bird Buddy. They see you as a Blood Buddy. They got stuck in my head.
Oh, I get it.
I know Iris has been asking you to advice and lessons to learn Torshavn, and I think I should try understanding the language a bit more since we'll be here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do you want my help, or?
yes, but before then, I want to say thank you for helping last time with the runes. I know you didn't know all of them, but the few that you did know was helpful, and I thank you for that.
Huh. I'm glad I could help. And you can see the along the featureless face, some of the blood kind of stretches, so where there would be a mouth, you can see like the slight formation of cheeks from a smile.
But yeah, I mean, I know simple phrases because, I had to learn it being what I am, and I guess, yeah, like I said, it would be better if I learned more of the language and how to speak it more properly.
Okay. Well, I'll take this one slower because it's a bit of Lambian and Leonin and a little bit of common. And you hear, and you give me a composure check.
BB
It's
hear
an-
this.
Yeah, you hear all of this.
Don't
It's an 18.
eat swears.
Eight,
That bad.
18. You're able to keep composure at the sudden animalistic growling before it breaks away into a bit of a giggle. And you see Bird Buddy kind of like lean past like a tent and kind of like shrug back in the camp's direction. I'm just asking. And she turns back. She turns back to you, Will. That means what the fuck was that? Because you ate things.
Would you like to hear the whole story, or... I mean, because I could give a bit of a story if you actually want to know.
It's up to you. You can share whatever you're comfortable with.
I've had a voice in my head since Oria Kester, and I made a deal with him.
But what kind of deal?
There were plenty of undead. I just wanted to help the others, and he agreed to help in exchange for consumption of flesh.
Okay, I know I'm made of blood, but that's fucking weird.
And he's trying not to laugh. I said, yeah, but having a strange voice in my head has been weird since day one, and it's been getting weirder since. Might as well just be used to it.
No, yeah, I get that. Well, I'll have to talk with Bird Buddy. But if we have to talk about consuming flesh, I mean, there's a little bit of that smile on their featureless face returns. No place like home. But I don't want to, we'll cover a couple more words. Go ahead and give me a perception check as, you as well as intelligence at advantage.
He said intelligence?
Yep, intelligence at advantage to start, and then we'll get your perception check for your patrol.
That is a natural 23.
Natural 23. All right. Go ahead and mark 2 points towards learning Torshavn and becoming proficient as building on the customary greetings and, yes sir, yes ma'am, no sir, no ma'am. Blood Buddies, the yet to be loved, starts to expand upon that further in terms of how was your day, what did you do, what did you eat, stuff like that.
And at the end of the lesson, he says, thank you, in Torshavn.
Of course. Now, I'm gonna go keep an eye on Liz, and you can see that a few of the guards are looking at the pair of you in horror.
I've been waiting for this.
I'm gonna go duck back inside Vale.
All right. And he
Uh,
nods.
Good luck on your patrol. And your watch is just right back into the ground, and you can see a little trail of blood starting to return to camp. Bird Buddy, with your connection to the yet to be loved, you just get a summary of everything she learns. Of he's by far the strangest one yet. That is absolutely stupid, but also really cool, and just rambles the whole way back before they duck up into your cloak, and they just kind of like make it like a little chest plate.
Absolutely dumbest motherfucker ever.
And yet I still love him.
Why the fuck would you make that sort of a deal? Why?
But go ahead and give me a
Well,
perception
just-
check.
Cool.
Will looked at the guards and just gave a small wave before continuing his patrol, and you said, which skill?
Perception for your patrol.
Perception. I am good at that, and that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Hang on. Architects of Fate, thank you for the raid. Oh, welcome in, Raiders. I am Shotgun Seraph, your gaming angel and survival mom. Tonight we are actually just about to finish up here. It's been a hell of a ride, but we have found ourselves a group of nomadic tribals, I suppose, of various, different peoples all coming together, and yeah, I play as Victoria 6 DeWitt, and I am recovering still from dying, and yes, it's been a hell of a ride the last few sessions. I do have my YouTube link down below our player here if you want to go and check out my YouTube and check out our past sessions, so you kind of get the chance to catch up with the story. But yeah, it's great to have you guys here. Let me get you that let me get you that shout out.
There you go.
Yeah. This was meant to be a downtime session, and these hooligans, granted I did partake, just completely off the rails after we took care of our sick dragonborn, who had to drink a potion soup comprised of rat tail.
A vile concoction that was
rat tail.
disgusting.
A vial.
So, of the
Tribal medicine.
sort of like out of context here is that our Dragonborn paladin turned holy crusader, I guess, I don't know, kind of expended all of her powers and reverted in age to like almost a toddler.
The baby.
Yeah,
But
the
kept
baby.
kept all of their memories. They just have their childish
Yeah.
chaos.
So yeah,
Translation E.
so Six, the rough and tumble ex-convict, is now taking care of a child who was supposed to be her parole officer.
Oh, how the turntabled.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Yeah,
my
it
actual player is sick IRL, which is why she's not here.
it actually worked out for what happened 2 sessions ago now, if you don't include the one shot. So you'll have to check up on how she got sick. Go ahead and doubling back and rewatching it. But
Yeah.
let's jump back in here. Yeah, Bird Buddy, you just heard a rambling of telepathic. This guy's an idiot, but that's really cool. But what's going on? I want to know more. but I'm under a time limit, and just kind of ducks back into you, like makes a little chest plate across your feathers. Will, with that 20, you said
30 20.
30 20.
Yeah, just a 20.
It's it's very calm. It's probably the calmest it's been for the entire time in your swamp. There isn't much wildlife noise. Simple enough. This camp's set up, a proclamation for the time being of they're going to reside here. They've been hunting, so animals are starting to adjust and kind of keep their berth. So it's just like the crackle of fires, the occasional twig snap a couple 100 feet out. But other than that, your watch goes smoothly. And actually, based on what time it is, unless Bird Buddy, you have anything else that you personally want to converse with Will about, since you're both going to be on third. Otherwise, we can fast forward to the morning.
Not much, really. Just continue working on the shroud.
Okay.
And
we'll
just kind of
continue
like
to patrol.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So with that, all of you are eventually woken up to the sounds of a tribal camp coming to life. You can hear what sounds like forging of a hammer against metal across a stone. The smell of Torshavn breakfasts can be smelled lingering amongst this camp. As all of you, even with your watches and having to be up for X amount of time throughout the night, rest really well. Even for the most part, for the fact that you're on a swampy marsh floor.
BB's used to this.
Yeah,
Waterbed.
you are back at home.
So BB in the morning, BB's just gonna kind of like show off their handiwork a little bit, shake it a little bit, get all the excess threads, and then hold it back up nice and neat and put it back in the box and back in the cabinet in the wagon. Wait, the wagon's
Okay.
not nearby, is it?
You could, it's only a couple hundred, like 100, 200 feet away. You can just run over real quick and drop it off.
Okay.
Unless
yeah.
you would have moved it, either or. It's simple enough. Doesn't matter.
That's actually pretty cool, Bird Buddy. I always wanted to try to make cloth like that, but I'd always keep pricking my fingers.
People like dead great friends to look comfortable.
That's a funeral shroud?
Are you surprised?
A little, but also not necessarily. Given the whole vibe and gestures towards Bird Buddy in the cart as a whole.
Everybody give me a composure check. 6, you don't have to make one because you would have seen it. Yeah, everybody else give me a composure check.
Oh,
10.
God.
10 for Will. All right.
Yep, I'm just going to be off to the side with like a little bucket of water and a rag, just kind of like, polishing Liz's scales and kind of like getting like, all the sweat and like grime off of her in the past few days.
Yeah, that
17.
yeah, that's what I'm getting to. All right, 10, 17. Ruby, Bird Buddy.
15.
15.
Oh.
Okay.
Me, natural 20.
Natural 20. Very good. As you're all kind of conversing, all of you will hear Liz, still grimy, still congested from the illness she had contracted. She just kind of chimes in. Sometimes there's beauty in death. Sometimes death isn't beautiful. And you look and all of you will see that there is a hefty amount of drool on one side of her face and down her neck. There's across the front of her snout. There's just dried, thick gatherings of snot, and she's actually actively trying to open her eyes with her fingers as there's like a thick crust that's almost sealed her eyes shut as she's kind of like one finger on each lid, just pulling her eyes open. Start the morning.
All right. Come on, kid. Let's get you washed up.
Iris,
Maybe
do you
Okay.
laughing and looking for an active like no, it's a swamp, but looking for a cleaner, warmer, more spring-like patch.
If we can't
Okay.
find any water to clean her up, can you do your thing, Iris?
Yes,
Please.
I'd be happy to.
Okay.
And
That
there's
looks.
why do you
That should
guys
be
always have to do
memorized.
everything with magic, man? There's a certain bond in doing things by hand.
I said if there wasn't any water,
It's a swamp though.
clean water.
Well, I mean,
It's a swamp
I
though.
I get it. Here, and she takes out her water skin a little bit, and pours it onto a cloth and hands it over.
we're gonna need more than just what you can put on a cloth from a water skin. Here, take this bucket. Go grab some water. You can do your magic thing to purify the water or whatever. We can make some clean water. That's not the problem. But yeah, the whole magic-y woo-woo shit to make everybody clean, that's, I don't know, there's just a certain, primal magic in doing things by your hands, right?
True, true. And she takes the bucket and starts wandering off. But sometimes you don't have the water to spare.
We're in a swamp, though.
Leeches.
Old
And
habits.
as she's walking away, leeches, worms, bugs, water snakes, water spiders. Continues to keep walking to follow Iris.
Ruby,
We not having breakfast.
We're
Looking for water.
she can only get so hungry.
I want to try spiders.
We can try them later if they have them
Spiders
next
good.
town.
Spider good. Can make next time.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's a survival roll for me.
Yes. See if you can find any kind of marginally clean water.
Okay, that's gonna be a 24.
24. While it's definitely not the cleanest, at least out of the area, it's the cleanest, but you can, even no matter how much you try and scoop and kind of filter it, you kind of grab like makeshift strainers that the tribe has, and there's like always just like this little bit of film over the top of the water. You can see little speckles of nasties kind of floating in. So while the water is for the most part clear, you'd have to boil the shit out of it before you could even use it. And Six is well into cleaning Liz by the time you get back.
And prestidigitation will not help this. Not clean the water.
Prestidigitation does not help with water, no.
Nope,
That would be purify food and drink.
Yep.
Drink.
Which that would be a me thing if I had the spell prepared.
Well, you're just starting the day, so get to praying.
Fuck you.
Alright.
You don't want magic near your perfect waters. No.
No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything about magic being near the water. I'm saying just hitting, a person with prestidigitation over and over again. Yeah, technically it does get rid of the grime and stuff, but it doesn't make you smell nice.
right. She's gonna boil the water.
Well, at least you have drinking water for the next leg of your journey.
This isn't for drinking, it's for bathing.
Well, yeah, bathing water for the next leg of your journey.
I
um,
question for maybe later or maybe
Mhm.
after game.
Okay. Alrighty. Do you guys have anything else you want to do? Because you guys were given 48 hours. We can
Well,
touch on stuff really quickly.
I'll just say that while the girls are busy taking care of Liz, along with baby, we'll mix breakfast.
Okay.
What I was going to do
Go,
is ask is if I maybe could wander away and find people who seem interested in those gone, and because BB wants to learn how to continue their seances.
okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation, Bird Buddy. We'll go ahead and roll a survival and just drop it into the chat so they know, so everyone can gauge how good the meal is.
Investigation.
I eventually could entertain a group of people in the camp.
Yeah, you could.
With your fists?
That's it. We've only got a handful of minutes though, so I want to.
29.
Yes, restocking
20.
supplies for me. That's all I can think to do.
Okay, restock on supplies. You got to. Go ahead and give me an investigation check there, Ruby.
Iris will maybe ask about Shadewalkers and Shadia, and just try to understand it from those that were there. See if there's any place that she could maybe go talk to people about it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation for you as well.
Right.
Well,
I know
19s
we're
again, so 20.
20 for you, Ruby. Okay.
I posted my role in the chat like you said.
Yep.
That's a 19.
19. You don't get anything concrete outside of the fact that most Shadewalkers are either on the east or west side of what's considered the Laborthar, which is in the central Torshavn. Just through, like, I would have heard just through kind of idle chit chat, that some Shadewalkers have even made their way, if I could pull up the map, kind of southwest away from this swamp to Zuber Ik, in that ballpark. More right near the mountain range that leads to the to Azuth Scar, but nothing really concrete in terms of like a headquarters. Ruby, you are able to give me a persuasion check to see if you're able to barter off something I know you don't want.
The ring?
Persuasion, yep.
Oh. And I am pretty. So I got a good persuasion.
Okay.
How's a 21 sound dirty?
21.
21.
21.
You're able to barter some supplies. Flickering Flame, the medicine woman of the tribe, offers 2 simplistic healing potions, the base level 2d4 plus 2. But you are able to barter off the Ring of Attunement that requires attunement. that you got from junk and stuff, you're able to barter that off for a tent to some poor tribal bastard. So you can remove that from your inventory.
I'm free.
And then Bird Buddy, we're looking
healing
for
potions?
Santh. 2 healing potions,
Yeah.
yes. 2 D4 +2.
Yes, and let me pull up the ability really quickly.
Do I still have that fucked up pineapple from Rembark's Rest?
Yeah, I think you would. Although
Should I try and barter that off?
we'll save it for another time, just because we're getting close into wrapping here. Because I got to be up at 5.
It would be the commune with death thing. It's just I'll send it to you. We don't necessarily have to do anything, but this does involve something specifically that you asked.
Gotcha. All right, yeah. With was it your 29? Yeah, you're able to find a couple people. One being an actual blood relative of a tribesman disappearing into the swamp a few years ago, and the other being the father of a tribal woman that joined the Julian Guard just before the signing of the last peace treaty, but ultimately didn't return.
So how would the spell, how the ability heavily depends on how many people participated in that. So
Yeah.
you'll have to send me that information later.
Yeah, I can give it to you after. 6, you want that? We'll say that covers most of your guys' day. 6, do you want to have more of a lead up into your performance, or do you just want to drop it in now?
I can perform at the start of next session. Like it's
Okay.
Yeah, it's just funsies, and yeah, I'd like to actually have people enjoy it.
Alrighty, so we'll pick up next session, the night before you all head out. I will say right now, we will skip watches, and from there after that performance is and heading out, we will skip directly to the surrounding villages of Desgrat, just because another 2 weeks of travel can get a little fluffy.
Yeah.
However,
Monotonous.
before we wrap, elsewhere in the realm,
Oh no.
in a familiar, forgotten, empty grove, there's no scythe, but there is a body, and a voice echoes amongst the space as footsteps come closer. There's a wry chuckle. Are you done playing pretend? And Vaz's eyes open. And that's where we're going to wrap the session.
Good game.
Of course.
Just had to say something. I just had to say something. Just had to say it. Just had to.
Yeah, because honestly, I was going to save that for a couple more sessions down the line, but you had to say it.
This is all your fault, Rudy. He's back to say something.
Thanks a lot,
for all we know, he would have forgotten, and he never would have had to deal with it. We would have gotten away with all of those puns. Which, by the way, I'd like to read off a couple of these.
Oh,
just
please,
yeah,
please.
yeah, I'm absolutely okay. All right, so
blame Ruby.
oh my goodness. Let's see. So it started off with trusting Vaz was a grave mistake. Bird Buddy's like, you know what? You're dead on. So I'm like, I guess he had a bone to pick with us for some reason. He seemed to have dirt on Liz. Hopefully his death is set in stone.
Fucking love you guys.
Let's see. Ark was like, you're attuned to our puns. Everybody's like, there's mortal life than just puns. To which I responded with, if eulogically think about it, it's better to be more lively. We put the fun in funeral. Yeah, it's...
That one got me.
We have fun here.
Yeah.
So
We're trying not to
much
be
fun.
the peanut gallery, at least verbally.
Yeah, we are trying to like still have our enjoyment, but also not interrupt our own role play. But
Just assume that silence means that we're not saying anything. We are definitely saying stuff.
oh, absolutely, we are definitely talking
They're
shit.
actively trying to crack the people sitting there trying to focus on the role play. We're sitting here and we see the chat beeping at us like, okay,
Alright,
so they must be
so
wanting to say something important.
Okay, so now I do have something to say that is important. I need to sign off here.
Oh, yeah, go.
So I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. Be sure to, pop in tomorrow. We are going to be having our Waifu Wednesday, and it's going to be, it's just great to finally be back to streaming. That was a really much longer break than I intended to have. I only intended to have the holiday season, then be back, on the 1st, but it didn't happen that way. My PC troubles are, for the most part, handled. So yeah, I'd like to get back into streaming pretty regularly. Oh, we are going to be rating off to possibly one of the greatest role players that I've come across more recently, Mr. Brunswick. They are currently in the middle of VR roleplay in VR chat. Several of my friends attend this roleplay bit, so I really hope you guys enjoy. If you don't already follow, be sure to follow. Be sure to show the utmost respect to the role players, and be aware that they may not be able to get to you right away, but they will typically respond to you. And with that, I hope you guys have a good night. Love you guys. Mwah.